Welcome back, pure structure traders, for another market analysis for the London session and potentially into the US session. Today is September 21, 2021, and will be September 22, 2021 for London. Today we'll be going over S&P 500, gold, and also oil. I'll be giving you some of the levels that we'll be looking at. So again, if you guys do like these videos, please go ahead and smash that like button. If you are not subscribed to the channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe. Any questions you guys got, feel free to pop them in here on YouTube. We would love to get back to you guys. But with that said, let's go ahead and jump into it. So for S&P 500, we did have some nice movement to the downside. There was a long opportunity right off these 62 to 65s, right back up into those 82.75s in the morning off the US session. But then from there, as we couldn't break above 82.75, markets started to collapse lower and lower. You could see we tried to pull back up again against one of our levels, 73.75, and we couldn't get back above that level, and we continued to go lower from that area, coming underneath some prior resistances, acting as supports, and then acting as resistance again, where we're currently at here at 62 to 65, and then falling deeper from there, going all the way down to 43.2350. Nice double bottom move, and you can see we tried to pull up into those 62s, failed, and pulled down just a little bit to these 40s. So for S&P 500, with all that information, I do think we actually travel up for the London session. So keep an eye out for this. I was anticipating the market to try to stay below this level of 43.50, but notice that the market actually cracked that area, and we have the potential actually for this to go bullish right back into the 62 to 65s, and then ultimately try to retest above that back into those 73.75s. That's going to be our two areas of key resistance. Again, if you're going to look for opportunities here, this is a mid area. A little bit of a difficult area for a lot of traders. If you don't know how to trade these little micro areas in between all of this, I would suggest maybe staying out of the middle and waiting for the exhaustive points. Easier way to look at that is to kind of look at a volume profile, but if you don't understand that, again, best way is to understand structure. Right now, as we're currently trying to push, we could, in this mid area, could actually drop all the way back down, could go all the way back up. So this is a little bit of a difficult area to look at and to try to trade. So if you're not comfortable with trading right in the middle, I would suggest waiting for the market to test either 65 or right up here at 73.75. And if the market fails to get through from that area, then you can look for the short, or you can look for it to rip up and then try to get a pullback and then try to get a long to 65 again and through that into 73.75. So those could be some opportunities, but just giving you guys a little heads up, right now it does look like there could be actually bullish opportunity here as we broke back above, instead of stalling right underneath 43.50. We actually popped above that and want to see this hold the bullish support there and push up into 62 to 65 during the London session. But if we get a nice pull down and then maybe a retest and we fail to get through it again, that's going to be a good double top for an opportunity to short underneath 43.50. So keep an eye out for that. Again, a little bit of a difficult area to look at. Let's take a look at a smaller chart here. So you can see kind of chopping around here on this 8 tick that we see right now. Now again, this could hold underneath and this could go back above. Now we needed to stay above these 43.50s in order for us to go long. But if we get this pull down and then maybe a nice retest off this area, this could be a nice double top move that we see the market try to bring itself down from. Now you could try to short it a little bit earlier. You can see nice little bit of a rejection, but I think as of right now we may end up getting a little bit of a push higher. So I'm just waiting patiently. Again, this mid area is a little bit difficult to trade. So again, if you don't know how to trade it, it's best for you to wait out till you see exactly what you need to see in order to enter the market. Right now, not enough information for the push up. I'd rather see it pop up, retest, and then continue higher from there, holding this area of 43.50 as support. If I want the retest to the downside, I'm going to need to see it press a little bit lower, try to come back up again, fail to get through, and then look for a short opportunity. That's going to be my trade opportunity there, right in the middle here. For those who want to wait for the exhaustive areas, again, resistance 43.62 to 65 on the levels up to the upside. And then below that, looking for the market to try to come all the way down to these 30s and then 43.2350. But again, keep in mind we are bearish. So again, if you want to trend trade, you want to trade with the trend, even though we're micro moving to the upside, we did not press through that high there. So keep that in mind. We're still below that high, and we should have found support at that high right there. So that's why there's a potential that the market actually pulls down even deeper in this bullish and this bearish trend. So keep that in mind, guys, as you're trading. I want to see if I can get maybe a nice little bit of a pullback here, a rejection one more time, and then look for a short opportunity. If not, it will probably end up falling off without me. But just look at this little bit of a microstructure. We got a little bit of a smaller head and shoulders right off this area. Even lined. I'd rather see a little bit of an angled one, but this could be a great opportunity for a continuational short back down to our levels of 30 and then down to 42, 43, 23, 50. Sorry, guys. But with that said, let's go ahead and move over to gold for you guys. Check out what's going on over there. So with gold, you can see we are bullish right now, trending bullish. I do think that we actually climb higher into the 1782.4. We're going to probably try to retest that. So we're looking for the mark to find that structured support here. Ideally, we actually wanted to see the market break down even deeper, but we held this nice higher low structure. So we wedged up, and I do think that we're going to try to move up until 1782.4s for the most part on gold. So not too hard of a trade idea right now. We're going to find that support between these 1775.9s to about 1776.9. This is the support area that we want to see the market continue this move to the upside. Let's move over into a smaller chart so you guys can see what this looks like on the smaller chart on gold. So coming back into this, let's move it over just a little bit. I'm sorry, I think I'm further in, but moving it over just a little bit, you can see on this 8-tick chart, market's trying to move just a little bit down here. But again, we popped back up above that area. Want to see it hold this structure and push back up. We may struggle just a little bit right off this area. You can see why it came right back down, because we have a little bit of a micro peak that's holding us here, 1779.3 as the area of rejection. So keep an eye out. If you're going to go long here, you got to at least take some profits right at that area and then try to push it through into our 1782.4s. But I don't think those 89s, what is that, 89? I don't think these 1779.8s are really going to hold too much. But again, you never want to try to trade what you want to see. You want to trade what's happening on the chart. That's going to be the best opportunity. So if you see that this was prior resistance before a push higher, make sure that you are taking profits right at this area first and then trying to push the rest of the lots, if you have any, through this area up into 1782.4, just to make sure you secure the bag. That's the most important thing that you want to have when you're trading. Make sure you take your profits when you got them, and then if you got runners, go ahead and let them run. But I do think anticipating gold to try to climb up into those 1782.4s, so right in this area is going to be our long opportunity for a continuation of move up to the upside of 1782.4. So we'll keep that in mind. Moving over into crude oil for you guys, let's take a look at what's happening here on crude oil. So pulling crude oil over, we finally got a little bit above these 7105s, but then you can see in the US session, we actually came and collapsed right back down and fell all the way back down to our support 69.63, maybe a little bit below that, and then pop right back up. And now we're finally above this area again. What do we need to see? We actually need to see this thing hold the support. We hold the support, fine, we get the opportunity back up to the upside right into these 72s, and then next level 72.28, right? That's our opportunity for the long. Now if we get back underneath this area, keep in mind trend is bearish, so we want to continue a short down below that if we fall back underneath 71.05. So we are going to keep that in mind as we are trading, that area right off those 71.05s is going to be a key area for us to either hold the support and below that hold that resistance. So if we hold the resistance, keep in mind we could go right back into a bearish move on the way back down. If we hold the support, again, you got to keep an eye, you got to be patient, discipline yourself. You see one touch here, try the second touch, and then it started to fall off within the US session. So keep that in mind. That could tend to happen again coming into the London session and maybe even into the US session as well. So we'll keep that in mind. We'll wait patiently for this market to bounce around. But if it holds that structured support, you could look for the upside movement, 71.60, 72, 72.28 as the next areas of resistance. But that pretty much wraps it up for S&P 500, gold, and also oil. So we're going to keep that in mind, guys. Again, if you guys do like these videos, please go ahead and smash that like button. If you are not subscribed to the channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe. Any questions you guys got, feel free to pop them in here on YouTube. We would love to get back to you guys. Again, if you are struggling to find consistency and success in trading, make sure you become a member with us at Pure Structure Trading. Take a coaching session, maybe a coaching program with us. We would love to help you guys find consistency and success in your trading. Again, if you guys continue to trade, make sure you guys trade well. You guys take care. Have a great night. Bye.